22. And then I have divide by 2, and x is going to equal 11. So that means that 7 times 11, which is 7 times x minus 41, is going to be 77 minus 41, which is going to give me 36. And that's going to be where that 36 came from in the triangle. Now, in order to find GD, I'm going to need to use Pythagorean's theorem. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. D is where my right angle is. So I'm going to do a squared plus 28 squared is equal to 36 squared. So a squared plus 784 is equal to 1,296. 0 pair out, 784. And a squared is going to be the square root of 512. And the square root of 512 is 22627, and that means it's going to be 226. Okay, our next triangle has P as the end center. Now, when we have P as an end center, that means we're dealing with angle bisectors. So what that means is that if this angle is 22, then this angle is 22. And if this angle is 36, then this angle is 36. So if I want to find what these two angles are here, I'm going to need to take 180 minus, and I'm going to take 44, which would be the sum of these two angles, plus 70, oops, no, that should be a 32, 64. And I'm going to do 180 minus, put the parentheses in, the 44 plus 64. And that's going to give me 72. And then I'm going to divide that by 2, which is going to give me 36. So these are 36-degree angles. So if I'm looking for angle JKP, that's going to be 36 degrees. And of course, if I'm looking for KN, because it is an end center, we have equal distance from all three sides. So that's going to make KN is going to be, oh, sorry, that's not KN, that's PN. KN right here. All right. So for KN, remember that if KM is 10, then KN is also 10. And if I'm looking for PL, then I'm going to do Pythagorean's theorem for PL. So I'm going to do a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So in this case, if LN is 17, LO is also 17. So this is congruent to this side, and these two sides are congruent, which means these two sides are also congruent. So I'm going to have 7 squared plus 17 squared is equal to c squared. And I'm going to have 49 plus 17 squared, 289 is equal to c squared, and then I have c squared is equal to 338. Take the square root of both sides of that, and the square root of 338 is going to be 18.38, which would be 18.4, would be what C equals. And finally, on our last triangle, we have an end center, which means we have an angle bisector. So what we're going to do first of all is figure out what our angles are for our triangle. So we're going to find x. We're going to do 5x minus 8 is equal to 3x plus 4. 0 pair out the 3x. Notice that I wrote the 5x on the left first because it was the largest one, and I can do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and 0 pair out the 8. So I have 2x is equal to 12, divide by 2, divide by 2, x is equal to 6. So if I take 3 times 6 plus 4, and that's going to give me 18 plus 4, which is 22. So this angle is 22, this angle is 22. This angle here would be 14. So if I'm looking for, we have A, B, and C, and if I'm looking for A, then I'm going to need to take angle BAC is going to equal 180 minus and it's going to be 44 plus 28. So 180 minus 44 plus 28 is going to give me 108. Divide that by 2 is going to give me 54, which would make this angle 54 and this angle 54. And we are looking for angles CAG, so that's going to be 54 degrees. And that's how we review for Chapter 5.